Great, and you are welcome to our Excel session. We are going to have a look at this exercise that was given to level 100 students of Tamale Technical University. The deadline is over, hence we can also share the little knowledge we know about it and how we can go about it. If there are mistakes, you can comment on our comments box and give us some further guidance as to how to do it. But for now, let's get started. So the question, I'm going to display the question, then we'll look at how the requirements. So first, we are told to launch our MS Excel and create a new workbook saved with the name Project 2025. And I guess we can do that. The next step is in sheet 1, rename it to project sheet 2025. Then we do the following: merge center the titles and cells A1, A2 across columns A through G. Increase the font size of both sizes of both titles to 15 and 11. Okay, so let's go to our Excel sheet. Good. We are told to save it as a project called Project 2025, and you go to File, then you go to Save As. Then you can save it in your documents or desktop. You can choose your location. So I'll click. Then I'll be requested to type the name. So you type the name at the file name column, Project 2025, but I've added training to mine. So after doing that, we just click on save. But I've already saved it, so I'll cancel. Then we'll go back to our work. Now we are told to rename this sheet. So you go to below the sheet, you will find sheet 1. You right click on it and click on rename. When you click on rename, it will allow you to rename the sheet 1 to project sheet 2025. After you are done, you press enter key on the keyboard. So after you press enter key on the keyboard, then we are told to type Tamale Technical University, and then we have admission figures. So we are required to merge and center it through from A to G. So above the white area, you see the column letters. So you highlight and click on merge. So this will merge and center it. We are told to increase the font to 15. So you select, see that we don't have 15 here. So you can type the value inside the font box and you press enter key. You can bold it by clicking on the bold icon, or press Ctrl+B on the keyboard. So you do same to the subtitle. You merge the font. We are told is 11, so we leave it at 11. So you bold that one also. Good. I have to merge it up to G, so you see that it's not well centered. So I'll Perfect. So now we have, let's go back and see the instruction. Adjust the columns so that all the data in full display is inside the merge cells. Okay, then format the fee charge in cell B4 as currency and increase the decimal to 2 places. So the fee charge, this is how they want the word to look after you are done completely. So the fee is 2,250.5. so let's type it here. 250.5. 2,250.5. Okay, so I've already done the format, but I'll show you how you can do it, you can get your currency when we come to the received fees. So that is also done. You can bold, and then let's format. Let's see the next instruction. Grab, bold, center the titles in cells A5 through G. We have done that. Apply a green fill color and a gold Asian font color to the cells A5 through G5 and its content. So let's scan. We have from A5 here, the highlight up to G5. Then they want us to use the fill color. We come to the font column. Under font column, you will see fill. So green, we select green. Is it green? Let me see. Yeah, we are filling with green, so any green will do. Light green, this is green, so I'll select this. Then we are told and a gold Asian font color to the cells A5 and its content. So let's come to this font color. Click on the button that is attached to it. Then you select your Asian gold color from there. So Asian gold color, I think we can choose this, and we are okay. Next, we are going to format the days in the column C as D, D, M, 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 Y, Y, e.g. 19 September 2025. So let me put my dates here. Okay, so these are the days, and they want us to format these days. So you highlight the days, then you go to right click on it Let's go to format cells. Then we go to number. So let's select date. So when you select date, we can customize. Let's look through the days and see the format they want is there. Remember, they want us to have the date, the month in 3-letter or abbreviated, and then the year. So we have the year should be the year. Let me refer back. The year should be the ending two values or numbers. Hence, let's try this. We have the date, the month, and then the year. Okay, so let's click on OK. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so that's it. However, some of them aren't responding, but once we have applied the format, let's ignore the others and proceed. We will find out why some of them are not responding to the format, though they are, because here we have 00809784, but the months are not responding. So we will find out later. The most important thing is we have applied the format they are requesting. Good. So let's go to the next instruction. Now they are saying, using an appropriate formula, compute the total enrollment into each department. The total enrollment into each department. Total arrangement into each department. So they are looking for this. This is the total enrollment. So we have number of males 18, number of females 61. So we are adding these two numbers to get the total enrollment. In Excel, you introduce your equal sign, you grab the first value, introduce your plus sign, click on the second value. We are using the plus sign method because we are only adding two cells. Where you have more than two cells, you use the sum method, the sum range method. So after that, you press enter key. So it will give you the result for the first row. So you click on the fill handle and drag up to the last row, and you have all your answers worked out automatically for you. So let's go to the next instruction, which says, using an appropriate formula, compute the fee received from each department. Fee received from each department. Good. So we will introduce our equal sign again, and to get the fee received for each department, you will multiply the amount charged per student by the number of enrollment. So you click, after introducing your equal sign, click on the fee charge, multiply, introduce your multiplication sign, then you click on the total enrollment, then you press enter. So you will have this as the total for marketing. Now there is a trick here that we need to do before we can drag the formula to apply the answers to the rest of the departments. We will have to introduce a constant by introducing a dollar sign in this formula. So I'll double click on it, and I'm making this value constant. This value should be constant because every total enrollment will be multiplied by the fee. If you don't do that, it will automatically move from this cell, which is B4, to B5 using something we call relative referencing. That is what the computer automatically does when you are dragging. So because we want to make it absolute, we will have to introduce the dollar sign. So by so doing, we are making it absolute referencing. We are using the absolute referencing method. So I'll grab, after the equal sign, I'll click and introduce my dollar sign there. Then after the B, I'll introduce my dollar sign again, and I'll press enter key. So now I have succeeded in making this value constant. So I can now drag. So when I drag, it will now pick each and every enrollment and multiply it by the fee per student. So for example, if I double click here, you see that it will pick 123 multiplied by this. When I double click on this, it will pick 113 multiplied by 225. So the same thing to the last value. You see that 319 multiplied by 2250. So that is it. We will come back for the part 2 of this video. Please like, share, and follow us for more of tutorials.